Today we have decided to video Kiss and Tell being harnessed up and putting to as pairs. I start by asking the ponies to come to me out of the stable just by me calling their name and not with me going in to get them. I give them a rub and a reward for doing the right thing. I ask them to stand on the concrete outside the stables to harness up. They can see the harness bags in front of them, so they know what I'm about to do. The fact that at no time does it cross their mind to walk off or try to escape or avoid being harnessed up shows me that they have no anxiety about going for a drive. It is lovely to see that whilst I'm busy harnessing Tell up, Kiss is happy to stand at liberty and wait for her turn. Many ponies would have walked off by now. It is now Kiss's turn, and Tell shows that she's happy to stand for me whilst I do Kiss. How they are both standing like this makes me very proud of them, as I feel we have a strong bond together. You may have noticed that we drive them both in rubber snaffles. There is no need to use a strong bit, as they have been taught to drive by us by using our voice as the primary aid, and there's no need to use the reins to pull for downward transitions. The harnessing up and putting to of driving horses and ponies education is often overlooked, and yet it is so important, as it is something you and the ponies have to go through every time you drive them. So I believe it is time well spent to teach them the way to behave, as it makes both of their lives so much easier in the long run. Bless them, they are such patient ponies. They are now all harnessed up, ready to go. Watch how they maintain gait, which is stand still, even when I go into the barn to put the harness bags away. I was about to come out, and then I remembered I'd forgotten the whip, so I go back into the barn. I love the way they both turn and watch me put the whip into the vehicle. We are now ready to put to. I ask them to come with me. Notice that when I get to the end of the pole and I stop, Tell does not need telling what to do. She just swings round into position all on her own. I let go of Tell and I trust that she will stand there without the need for correction. She happily demonstrates that she stand and wait whilst I attach Kiss without the need of anyone there holding her. I finalise Tell's position with the slightest suggestion so I can attach her to the vehicle also. And Kiss shows she is happy to wait no matter how long it takes. Throughout the whole process, neither Kiss or Tell have needed to be corrected during the time it has taken me to harness both of them up as well as putting to. They have not moved a single foot unnecessarily. I am not suggesting that I put to all on my own all the time, but as part of the pony's foundation training, I like to check that it is possible. We are also in a safe environment and my groom is busy at the moment being the cameraman. For those of you that have been following the pony's progress, you will know that just months ago, before we started training them, Kiss would pull away from her handler when she got worried about anything, without a care if she injured the person in the process. And Tell was so frightened of being touched by people and was not at all happy of anything going round her back end. Now look at them. It is such a pleasure to see them like this. There is no mental brace, and they are taking their responsibility of standing still very seriously. You will notice that when I got into the vehicle and had hold of the reins, they did not presume it is okay for them to move. They will only move off when I ask them to do so. It is not an easy manoeuvre to set off from our stable yard for a pair of young ponies, as they need to turn almost immediately as well as go downhill, which is quite a lot of instructions to do all at once. Peter has got out of the vehicle now, so he can video me demonstrating that they will halt, stand, and then do a few steps backwards on the voice. Considering that they have only been driving as a pair for a few weeks, I think they are doing very well. We didn't even jackknife the vehicle. We will keep practicing that though, as you never know when you might need to reverse whilst you're out driving. Here you will see they have no reaction to the tractor that passes us. They just keep on walking as if it was a saloon car passing them. I halt them at the crossroads, and you will see that the driver of the 4x4 cuts the corner when turning into our road, and there is no reaction from them, even though he was quite close. they have to stand for a while for the 2 cars to go past. There is no need to remind them to remain standing.
Okay, gals, walk on. Walk on.
So Russell came round.
Trot on.
They trot on nicely, and there will be no hesitation from them as they trot over the red band with writing on it across the road. They will come back to walk on the brow of the humpback bridge from the voice, and then walk on nicely down the other side. They look very relaxed about it. Remember, it is the first time through the village as pairs, so they have to learn how to get in sync with each other and work as a unit. When you see them working together like this, it is hard to tell from this angle which is Kiss and which is Tell. If you remember that Kiss used to nod her head quite a lot when she was anxious about anything, but her confidence has come on incredibly well in a short time. It is lovely to see them trotting along together in a nice straight line, not pulling away from the pole or showing any resistance. You feel that they are learning to work together and they are not looking for things in the environment to spook at either. They will go up to trot immediately without having to nag them. And they are just as happy to come back to walk when asked to. See how relaxed they are about it too, which is lovely. Well done, Kiss and Tell.